Okay, people, so hands down, it feels like to me, based on everything that we know up to 323 of Black Clover, Yami might actually come through on some next level craziness in terms of what is about to happen moving forward, thanks to everything that transpired, in particular with Yami's kidnapping. It seems as though something might be going down. We're going to discuss it here in a second, but we got quite a few things to say at the very least. For starters, again, following last week's Yami's return, also figuring out what the heck was in his hand, what's going on there. There's just a lot to digest, so we're gonna jump straight into it. Let's talk a little bit of that Black Clover right now. Yami's back and it's about to get crazy. Let's talk about it.
No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done.
So for starters, one of the things that people were calling BS on last week when Yami got up and attacked and saved Nock from the lights of Lucifero was, what happened? How the hell did Yami get back up? Wasn't Yami just in terrible condition? And sometimes I'd be like, yo, we ask these crazy questions, but it's not like this is a magic-filled series where people are able to heal and reject realities and stuff like that. Like, maybe something like that happened off camera? I guess Tabata could have done a better way of explaining it beforehand, because this chapter jumps straight into, okay, this is what happened. Yami was in bad shape at first. Vanessa tried with Rouge and Rouge couldn't do it, which, oh my god, I've said it so many times, but I gotta say it again. Why the nerfing of Rouge? I guess because it was early on in the series and this freaking cat, Vanessa's cat, was so damn hacked and OP that it was kind of like, well, damn, how we move from here? I know, let's do the classic nerfing, because Rouge just can't do shit anymore. And then on top of that, we got Gray that kind of analyzed Yami's anatomy and said that something that was very vital to the big thing that I wanted to talk about regarding Yami's character. We're gonna get into it in a second, but she says that his composition is almost more so similar to like the devil that's inside of Asta. That's how much has been rearranged, because think about it, he's been trapped in Quillforth this entire time. It's been a good minute. I don't know how long it's been. I guess what, a few days or a week or something in the series, but nevertheless, he's been gone for a minute, and every time we saw him since then, he looked like he was in bad condition. So it was also changing essentially his DNA, I guess is what you would say, which ultimately you got to think about it. So he already has dark magic. Somebody with dark magic, now their body composition is that similar to of a devil. Yo, Yami devil union when, or Yami the union of devils man when, something along the lines of that. I'm just saying, I don't know, it sounds such a wacky idea, but it also feels like it's just right there at the same time of like, his composition's been changed to devil. Even in this chapter, Lucifero was like, oh shit, he got dark magic. So just saying, because he uses dark magic moon, essentially he's healed by Gray. Thanks to her powers, he's able to get back up, which, well, he ain't healed. He's still, you know, at the end of the day, he took one hell of a beating, but ultimately he's back up enough. And then we cut to and we see Patry and William Vengeance, and I'm like, hey, I guess we do gotta see what's going on over there as well. He was somewhat of an important character. Oh my god, shout outs to Yami, that at whatever point it was during the chapter that he said, you know, I still don't forgive you for any of that bullshit you tried with them elves, dog. You know that, right? I was like, yes, oh my god, this is why Yami is best character of Black Clover. But Patry is healing William, and Patry says he can't be of much use because now without a grimoire, he essentially is no good on the battlefield. So I guess we technically don't even gotta worry about like Patry's uprising ever again if he did decide to say, oh my god, I forgot I'm an elf. And William realizes that the audience don't give a crap about him, so he gives all his remaining magic to Yami in some sort of blade of Mistelton, I believe it's called. And ultimately he's like, yo, you can do it. Essentially, he already knows, dog, we ain't trying to see you on the battlefield. Sorry, William. Like, yo, you got Patry there, he's healing you and all that jazz, you out the picture. So that whole thing of at the end of last chapter where Yami had his quote-unquote katana, but it was really like, you know, a freaking tree branch, like what the hell's going on? Now we know it's from World Tree Magic, basically William Vengeance, which you add all of that together, right? Essentially, Yami right now almost is a walking Quillforth himself. If he has the composition of a devil, he has dark magic and World Tree Magic on him, he's kind of like a one-hitter quitter type of deal when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, the Quillforth. Eventually, Lucifero tries to attack Asta yet again because he just can't get enough. At the end of the day, I gotta commend Lucifero because he has the objective. He knows the only threat here really to like do something to me is Asta. The rest of them can't do shit to me, so he keeps on focusing in on Asta. Smart man. And upon attacking Asta, Lucifero is blocked by something that I thought would have had a lot more impact, because Miro shows up with Zora, and essentially they use a combo of trap magic and Nero's magic, and I'm just there kind of like, well, first of all, Nero says alone that, oh, it's just gonna, like, you know, hold him off for a few. It's not really like anything impactful to be able to take him down. So that's one. And two, when you compare the impact that somebody, which there's still more to it, so maybe he could really do the final nail in the coffin or whatever for Lucifer or whatnot, but if you compare what Manga, the battle he had against Dante, and what Zora is doing right now, if this is going to be the Zora moment, especially it's not even by himself, it's with Nero, like, what is that? You know what I'm saying? So I hope that this isn't supposed to be the Zora moment. Get hype, Zora fans. Like, dog, he's just jumping and doing an anti-magic attack in the middle of shit. Like, can we get something real? We gotta wait and see, but I'm like, it's cool to see Zora. I'm hoping for more. Magna still, to this point, has one of the best, if not the best moments of this whole entire arc. And he's Magna, okay? And we cut to the last portion of this chapter where Noct is essentially telling Yami, yo, I want you to dip. What are you doing? I got this. I'm gonna die for the cause. Noct still on that whole, you know, regrets and guilt and everything regarding his brother Morgan and whatnot. He goes on to explain, which I ain't gonna lie, Noct really loves to talk about this subject for somebody that doesn't like to talk about it. And he just goes on to spiel to basically say that, yeah, that he feels guilty for taking Morgan from Yami because he knows that they were really close. And, you know, he goes on beyond that to say how close the relationship was with Yami and Morgan. And ultimately, Yami's just like, yo, dog, shut up with all that sentimental shit. Like, yo, at the end of the day, you're gonna live on for yourself. We're gonna do this damn thing. Like, Yami just takes it back to the basics, man. I always say, like, he was once a shonen main character, okay? It just feels that way. He was once a shonen main character, and now he's just kicking back and helping out with the new shonen main character, because that's just the way it is. And essentially, he wraps it up with telling Noct that he's an idiot, and a real man doesn't need a reason to stick his hand out for a friend, so stick his neck out for a friend. Basically, some really manly shit. And I love how, too, Yami said, like, yo, even though I'm a man, I'm still always going to be a boy at heart. There's this Devil King here. Let's start playing with him. And it was so epic to end. Like, we didn't need Asta, we didn't need to, like, let me get some of the older gen. And you just see Yami and Noct there. Well, kind of the art looked a little funny. Like, Noct looked like he was, I don't know, missing a limb or something. Is he missing a limb? Am I bugging out right now? I don't know, but either way, epic way to end the chapter. I loved it. Does get me curious, like, is there gonna be some Yami devil transformation incoming? That would be a crazy twist. Also, Lucifer noticing the dark magic is because he's a little bit scared of that. And your overall thoughts and expectations for what's about to go down with Black Clover 324 and beyond. Yeah, the battle continues and amends are being made. A lot of plot threads are getting tied. That's all I have for this one, though. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule. Anime and manga for life, boy. Have an awesome day. Peace in, and yo, dog, it's always a good one when Yami is in control, baby. Have an awesome one. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. I'm just saying, I almost forgot. You don't forget. Have an awesome one.